Quite a few interesting features of this Polaroid picture. Sepia effect, there's a reflection on the picture, and it's got this layer mask working here. So I'll show you how to do that. Create a new document. Mine was 600 by 800 pixels. It's a reasonable size. And just for speed now, I'll import the picture in. File, place, and I've got my girl picture. And I've pressed enter to confirm why I want it. And she should appear on my layers, but at the moment I won't view it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the background picture. So I'll create a new layer, and what I'll do is I'll use the selection tool first, because then I'm certain it's the right type of shape that I can manipulate later. And I'll draw a rectangle that looks reasonable to me. And it's going to be the background for my Polaroid picture. Okay, I quite like that shape, and what I'm going to do is just fill it with a white colour. So my foreground colour needs to be white. And I can't see what it's done because my background's white. If I remove that, I can see that I've got a white picture. That's going to be the picture itself. If I double click, it gives me lots of layer style options. And what I want to do is have a drop shadow and an inner shadow. We could experiment with those settings, but experience says this looks pretty good to me. So what I'm going to do is have a picture inside this. So I'm going to use the selection I've already got. If I lost it, I could use the selection tool, the magic wand tool, to select around here, and that would work. I'll just show you. If I do Control D to deselect, magic wand, and I can select the picture again. I'm going to go to select, modify, contract, and I'm going to contract by 60 pixels, so it gives me a nice border. Now the thing is with Polaroid pictures is they're a bit more square-like than this. I appreciate I could just use the rectangle selection tool and create a square there. This is another way of doing it. So I use the selection tool, and I can choose which of these options. So new selection, add to selection, or subtract. So I choose where I'm going to subtract from to create a square. Like I say, if you didn't make a good job of it, what you'd simply do is start again. I'm going to use the selection to create a layer mask. So I click on layer mask there. It's done the opposite of what I wanted. Instead of creating a picture I'll be able to see the girl through, it's created a mask around the side here. So I'll do edit, undo layer mask. I want the inverse of that. So I'll do select, inverse, layer mask, and now I can see through the picture frame, which is pretty good. If I make the girl appear, use transform tool, I need to select the girl layer. I can make her smaller or bigger here. I'm going to use the shift key because then it keeps her exactly the same dimensions so she doesn't look stretched. And line it up until I'm happy with the picture, press enter to confirm, and that looks okay. Now I'm going to create a reflection on the picture. So I'll create a new layer. It's going to be my reflection layer. Just moved it to the top so I can better see. If I wanted a rectangle layer, I'd use the rectangle tool, Control D to deselect, because I'm going to use the polygon selection tool here. Doesn't have to be perfect. And when it meets, there's a little circle beside it. That's my selection. And what I'm going to do is use gradient tool and go from white to clear and use a straight gradient there. I can experiment with this to make an effect that I would like and change the opacity to maybe, let's have a look. That doesn't look too bad, so it won't be overwhelming. Control D to disappear. Now it's in front of my picture. So I'll rearrange the layers and it goes behind. That looks pretty good now. I'm going to add some text. Make sure the front layer is in black. I chose A.R. Barkley because it's got this kind of old world style. Transform tool to move it. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. But what I'd like to do is give it the sepia look. There's quite a few ways of doing this. What I'm going to do is select adjustments here. There's filters, warming filter, and if we select down here, we've got a sepia one. And sepia is the type of look where a photo is quite old. Put the density up a little bit. And that's not a bad Polaroid picture.